What's up, guys? BuRsTiN King, or also as I'm BuRsTiN King, and welcome to episode 2 of King's Q&A. Now, thanks to everyone who asked me some questions. It really is much appreciated, guys. Now, for everyone who wants to ask me questions for the next episode of my Q&A, be sure to leave a comment in the comment section down below, or you could just message me on Xbox Live. Either way is fine. I don't have a Facebook or Twitter, so that's not going to work. And guys, don't hate me, but this is another theater mode gameplay because I'd rather not have you guys hear me button smash just because of the sound of my blue snowball. You guys can hear it really easily. So that's why I don't really plan on doing live commentaries unless it's like, I don't know, not really a topic like a Q&A or a King story time. But anyways, let's get right to the questions, guys, and I hope you enjoy. Anyways, our first question comes in from Rachel Emma Watts, who asked, "How old were you on your first fight?" My gosh, this basically just goes right back to my childhood, where I was like back in Pennsylvania. My gosh, I had to be like either 6 or 5 at the time. But anyways, so back in Pennsylvania. Now, I don't want to say anything. God, this is kind of too personal, guys, so don't say any hate comments about this. But back then, I had a disability, which was autism. Now, I still have it today, but it wasn't as bad as it was back then. But I was very annoying. Let me just say that about myself. I'm not trying to offend anybody else who has autism, but I was very annoying back then. And anyway, so this playground that my dad would take me to, and this was the same playground where I broke my left arm. So basically, there was this rock that a lot of kids would like to climb up on, which I'm not sure why, but it was addicting for some kids. They would love to go climb on it. And I was being a jerk. I guess you can call me a bully, whatever. So yeah, I was being a jerk, and I just kept on blocking the rock. I don't know why. I would not let anybody go climb on the rock. So this one kid goes up to me, and he says, "If you don't move, I'm going to punch you." And I just shook my head at him like, "No, I'm not going to move." And he swung a punch at me, so gosh, I can't really remember what happened then. But I jumped on the kid, and I just started swinging a bunch of punches at him. Now I'm just going to say, guys, for my opinion, I don't think you should hit anyone no matter what they say about you, but the only time you should hit someone is when they hit you first. For this time, I do kind of feel bad about it, though, because I was being a jerk to the guy, but he hit me first, so I was the one who jumped on top of him and just started wailing a bunch of punches at him. Now, this was funny. I had a Michael Vick shirt on at the time for the Falcons, so after he was laying on the ground crying, I see his parents come, and they're yelling, "Hey, number 7!" And they were chasing at me, and I had my bike with me, so I just drove right past them, "Goodbye, suckers!" Not like that, but you get what I mean. So yeah, that's basically what happened, and like I said, I was being kind of a jerk, so I kind of regret what I did back then, but I had my disability, so I guess I couldn't really help it. But anyways, thanks for your question, Rachel Emma Watts. But anyways, our next question comes in from Harvey15376, who asked, "Who inspired you to do YouTube?" Honestly, dude, nobody really inspired me to do YouTube. The only thing that did inspire me was videos. Back then, I would consider a video as just a video. I wouldn't really pay attention on YouTubers. I would just focus on videos. So that's basically the only thing that inspired me, just watching people's videos, and that wanted me to make YouTube videos. So for gaming, it'd have to be FaZe Apex. FaZe Apex, I just love his content, and he inspired me to do all this. So thank you, FaZe Apex, for your inspiration. Sorry, I can't talk. And that's what made me want to make videos. But before focusing on gaming, that's pretty much what inspired me, just normal videos. Anyways, thanks for your question, Harvey. Now, our next question is kind of similar to this question, guys. But anyways, our next question comes in from Arnamain HD. Anyways, Arnamain asked, "What got you into YouTube?" So yeah, this is kind of similar as Harvey's question, but I'll just answer the same thing. As I just said, the only thing that got me into YouTube was just videos. I really loved YouTube. It was just a big part of my life, just watching people's videos, and it did inspire me to make videos because I've always been obsessed with wanting to make my own videos and having people see them. And back then, I didn't have a lot of stuff. I didn't have a lot of equipment that I do now. All I had was an iPhone, and I'd use an iPhone to record and stare at my screen, which really sucked. I'm just gonna say it right now. It sucked. I remember the very first video I made on YouTube was a Halo Reach video, which was really bad because the quality was horrible. And it actually got 1,000 views. I'm not even gonna lie. It may have 2,000 today. I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, so no one really liked it, and I could see why, because quality was bad. I didn't have a capture card or anything, and it sucked. So, so that's basically all that happened back then. But that's really what got me into YouTube, just YouTube videos. That's about it. Anyways, thanks for your question, Arnamain. And we're going to get into our next question, which comes in from BuRsTiN X Beast, who asks, "What was your very first Xbox 360 game?" Well, I remember when I first got my Xbox 360, I had no games. I think the very first game I got was Viva Pinata. I can't remember how old I was when I first got my Xbox 360, but I do remember I was in the state of Pennsylvania. So, yeah, that was when I first got my Xbox, and the game I had was either Viva Pinata or Madden. I don't remember, but so yeah, Viva Pinata. It was such an old game for kids. I still have it today, actually, believe it or not. So yeah, that was kind of funny. That was my very first game I had for the Xbox 360. I was young, guys. Come on, don't make fun of me. Anyways, yeah, that's the very first game I had for the 360. Thanks for your question, BuRsTiN X Beast. And we're going to get into our last question, which comes in from Q Reborn, who is also known as Quickscoper for his YouTube channel. I forgot to mention Arnamain HD is a YouTube channel, guys, so be sure to look him up. But anyways, guys, oh yeah, I like that feed I got there. But anyways, last question comes in from Q Reborn, who asks, "What got you into sniping or YouTubing, and who inspired you of it?" Alright, actually the game's gonna end, so I'm gonna answer this in a second, guys. Hold on. Alright, guys, we're back, and I ended up using a bot gameplay, guys, because I ended up hitting a 6 shot at the end, so it's kind of worth it. But anyways, let's get back into our question, which was asked from Q Reborn, who is now Quickscoper. And I read the question wrong the first time, but anyways, he asked, "What made you start sniping and trick shotting, and who do you look up to for it?" Alright, well, back when MW2 came out, my friend introduced me to quickscoping. And after that, I was so addicted to quickscoping that I just kept on inviting friends and introducing them to quickscoping. And we would just do it all the time in private match. I never really did it in public match. When I played public match, I just continued to go try hard. Or reg gunning, whatever you want to call it. And that's basically all I did, so... The main thing that got me into sniping, though, was probably FaZe. When my friend showed me FaZe, that pretty much inspired me to start sniping, like even in public match, and I'm sure that happened for a lot of people. So that's basically what got me into sniping. Now for trick shotting, that took me forever. I mean, even like before knowing what FaZe was, our friends, like my friends and I would like just mess around and try like 360 each other for fun. But when this FaZe fanboy, God, I kind of feel rude for calling him a fanboy. I'm just gonna call him a friend. But when some friend of mine like showed me how to become a better trick shotter, and like that's how I got into trick shotting. Like this one friend of mine would always like show me how to trick shot. He would teach me different tricks on how to trick shot. After that, I just felt like to continue trick shotting, and that's what got me into trick shotting really. So he was the fake FaZe guy, and I do feel bad for calling him fanboy. I'm sorry, but anyways, so that's what got me into trick shotting. Now they were still kind of bad trick shots, but I kind of just improved from it. Now, even today, guys, where I am right now in trick shotting, I just feel so proud of myself. My trick shotting has just really improved, and I'm proud of it. Like, I really am. Now, if I had to say who inspired it, FaZe, of course. Definitely FaZe is the main thing that inspired me to do sniping or trick shotting. That's basically about it. So that's basically all I could say about like what got me into sniping and trick shotting and who inspired me for it. That's really all I could talk about, but for the trick shotting thing, it took me so many years to become a good trick shotter. I'm not sure if that was it for a lot of people, but for me, it took me a really long time. I don't even know if you guys understand. A lot of my friends ask me, like, how are you so good at this? I wouldn't say I'm that good because I see people do, like, way better. And I'm more of a feeder than a trick shotter, but it just takes a lot of practice. I mean, it took a lot of practice for me for trick shotting. But anyways, guys, that's it for the Q&A, and that's the trick shot I hit. And again, guys, if you want to leave a question for me, please comment in the comment section down below. And I hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A video. If you did, please give it a like as always, and comment what you think. And please do not be afraid to click that subscribe button. Alright, see you guys later.